I'm gonna do it because I forgot how many episodes we're in. It's just easier, and it doesn't. It's arbitrary.
I'm gonna argue against
It's
it.
arbitrary.
Like,
What does it matter?
our seasons end on spring.
Sporadic.
With the end of spring.
No. Welcome back to the Maximum Chillage Podcast, Season 3,
Dude, no, we take breaks during the summer. This is
Episode
season 2.
1.
This is still season. Didn't we also have a season 2.5 at one point?
Yeah.
So maybe this
I'm
is
Chuy
season 3?
Sanchez. With me as always.
I'm Tiki Mike.
I was going to apologize to you all. I was going to say I'm sorry we didn't do a Christmas episode, and I'm sorry we didn't do a New Year's episode. I know you guys were all bored as shit as home. Nothing to do, as that's what it's like for most people during these holidays. But I noticed that we didn't do one last year, so I'm not sorry. Tiki Mike is with me. It does feel good to be back. I feel like I've had so much to say. I started talking to myself lately.
Just driving, having your own podcast conversation.
Yeah, if I had a nice rig in my car, I'd start my own podcast while I drive. I'd do a Seinfeld riding in cars with comedians.
Like angry rants or like, I don't know. At least with me, if I was by myself, it would just turn into angry rants. I don't know if I could.
A lot of it would be angry rants, but that's neither here nor there. Christmas is here and gone, like it always is. I feel when it leaves, dude, I feel bad.
Well, you're kind of wearing a winter sweater right now.
I am wearing a Christmas sweater just because it's the only crew neck that I really have that fits me.
Oh,
I want to talk about that though.
what?
Earlier, Mike and I were at dinner,
Yeah.
and somebody had a Pikachu Christmas sweater, and Mike had a comment, and I said, save it for the podcast, where he said, I don't know about these commercial Christmas sweaters.
Well, no, look, I get having a Christmas sweater and even like something like a Christmas Pikachu Christmas sweater, but I don't like the idea that those are ugly Christmas sweaters. Like, it's sweaters that are manufactured that are actually pretty aesthetically pleasing. You see, I said that word again. You said you don't like aesthetic, but I use it all the fucking time. Shirts that are definitely meant to be pleasing, but people are like, oh, look at my ugly sweater. And it's like, no, that's actually a pretty good sweater. It's interesting. Or the ones that are intentionally ugly, like...
They put stuff on them. You buy them at Walmart, and it has like a unicorn hanging off of it.
Yeah, shit like that.
I do appreciate them. I don't think they're ugly.
No, well, you see, like, I don't think they understand what the ugly Christmas sweater was. Like, it was like kind of like the Cosby sweater, but it's Christmassy.
Oh, yeah.
And, we actually saw some legit ones one time. You took me to that ghetto fucking T-shirt outlet place on Blackstone.
Why did I take you there?
You wanted to look at some jackets or something.
Oh, okay.
Because I think you said that they come with some, there's some good sports fucking memorabilia that comes through there.
Sure.
Cheap sometimes.
Sure.
There's something like that. I don't know. But they were selling these.
I frequent sketchy
they
places.
were selling these Christmas sweaters for like $3, and these were like the legit ones from like fucking 80s and 90s. That's like, oh, this was before it was like a hip or like a funny mainstream thing to do. Like, we're having an ugly Christmas sweater party.
Never been to one of those, have you?
An ugly Christmas sweater party? I've worn an ugly Christmas sweater at a Christmas party. At work, they had a day where they wanted ugly Christmas sweaters, and a lot of them were not like what I would consider an ugly Christmas sweater.
So you don't have anything against like the commercialized ones or anything? That's what I thought you were saying.
No, I have nothing against them. I just don't like that they are sold as ugly Christmas sweaters, or that it's like this thing where people think they're ugly or say that they're ugly when they know that they're actually,
the one that I'm wearing is,
pleasing to the eye.
It says Jolly Christmas, but it's Jaw, and because it's a shark.
Yeah.
It was given to me by Katie's brother as a Christmas present a couple years ago. Best present that you got this year, what'd you get that you liked the most?
I don't know, man.
You don't know.
Well,
you don't. There was nothing you liked the most.
I like the shirt I got.
You liked it a lot, liked enough to be the best Christmas present you have
of this
season.
Yeah, well, also I didn't. We pick names in my household, Chewy.
Oh my god, one of those.
Yeah, man, it keeps things.
You don't have like a little love interest at work that got you a little something or something.
No, man.
Wow, that sucks.
No, man.
So, Katie got me a stainless steel flask by Stanley, the tool brand. I think that's my favorite Christmas present of this year.
A flask?
A flask, yeah.
That's
I'm not
cool.
a flask guy,
You
but
should
I've
be.
actually been getting into
Whiskeys.
whiskeys.
Yeah.
Whiskey, not so much whiskeys, but bourbons.
Uh-huh.
I've been getting into some Kentucky bourbons.
Yeah, as soon as you start getting a little bit more specific, then it becomes real.
It's a real thing, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm saying.
I'm not a big Scotch guy. I do like Buchanan's. It's all right.
Uh-huh.
But the bourbon's where it's at. That there's like this taste that you just very sippable. Very once it hits your lips. Once it hits your lips. So I really like that gift. She also gave me like this a cool little tactical knife. I love knife. I gave you a knife right now. That's not the one that she gave me. But I gave Mike a little Christmas present right now, a little knife that doesn't lock.
Yeah, it doesn't lock. I'll probably chop off a tip of my finger.
I also got a straight razor to shave my beard. I'm very afraid of it. I think I'm going to cut myself.
Yeah, I mean, eventually you will. Even if you're good at it, I think you will cut yourself. Just a little nick here and there.
Let you know you're alive.
You never wanted to be one of those old dudes, like puts a little fucking toilet paper on their little nicked cut that they do.
Why did they do that?
Stops
the bleeding?
From bleeding, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they don't just have a blood mark there. And, I mean, it looks stupid still, but, I guess it stops it faster. But, they don't make razors as shitty as they used to. Mm-hmm. And so, you don't see old guys doing that.
They've done such great things in razor technology.
Yeah. Adding that fifth blade.
That I just want to go all the way back to where it's not safe anymore. I want that.
Or it's like you have to change the blade out.
All of
before
that
it gets
science
rusty
technology
and starts to fucking infect your face. You want the hard grit.
All that technology can fuck itself. I'm going back to the analog.
Shit.
Fucking one blade.
One fucking rusty blade.
You watch any cool Christmas movies?
This year? No, man. Well, I don't know.
Have you ever seen Die Hard?
Yeah.
Is it a Christmas movie? I've never seen it.
Everybody says that,
Is it one of those stupid questions?
It as a joke. I say it as a joke sometimes, but
is it just one of those movies that happens during December?
Yeah. Well, okay, he's flying into town. He's he's in a separation with his wife. His wife lives in L.A. He wants to come see his daughter. He has a present for his daughter. He's meeting his wife at her office. She's having a Christmas party. And when they get there, that's when the terrorists come in, because it's, oh man, I forgot the name of the building. It's a Japanese name. It's a Japanese company. No. Anyways, they fucking take the place hostage, and he's in the other room, and so he goes AWOL and starts taking them out one by one, and
just because he wants to get his daughter that present.
No. Well, he wants to fucking make it out alive. He's a New York cop.
Oh.
He doesn't want to go there to LA.
He's getting too old for that shit.
And she he carried the family as a cop, but then she got a better job, and that's why she went to LA without the discussion. And it's all about family, bro.
Yeah.
It's all about him getting his family back and getting his daughter the gift at the end of the fucking thing.
I saw two Tim Allen Christmas movies this year. Neither of them are the ones that you think they are.
Not Santa Claus, Christmas with the Cranks.
Didn't watch it. I saw that for the very first time.
Dude, why?
I ran out of movies. I'll get to that one second.
Okay.
First one, which actually is all right.
Yeah.
Netflix originals, they're hit and miss for me. They really are.
Netflix originals are sometimes really bad. When they first started making original programming, they were fucking good.
Were they?
When they first started.
I feel like they have so much money that they should put a little bit more invest a little bit more. You seen Bird Box? Can we talk about it?
No, we haven't. We haven't talked about Bird Box. I watched it.
Okay, we'll talk about that later.
Quiet Place 2.
We'll give people something to keep listening for. So I know everybody fucking went apeshit for that movie.
Yeah, I mean it's a fucking meme everywhere.
Yeah, I watched it for the memes. We'll get to that.
I do like the memes.
El Camino Christmas.
Oh,
you watch it?
No, I wanted to watch it. I forgot that was going to be on my list. It was okay.
It was heartwarming. It wasn't bad.
Wasn't
great.
Oh, okay.
It was okay.
Okay, I did want to see it.
It's Tim Allen. It's Christmas.
Yeah, he's just trying to get some liquor.
He always has been Christmas to me. Mm-hmm. And so I see him in a Christmas movie that's brand new. Have to give it a watch. El Camino Christmas, basically, a very simple movie. They're out in the middle of nowhere. A guy ends up having to take a store hostage. Not because he's a bad guy, though. And you'll figure out why if you watch it next Christmas. I mean, if you watch it now, it's kind of weird.
Is it?
I don't watch Christmas movies after this.
I think I've watched some Christmas movies in the middle of the...
Really?
Well, Pee-wee's holiday special is good any time of the year.
You have said that.
And I did watch it on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Along with a very Murray Christmas.
I've never seen the Scrooged.
Scrooged?
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking love that movie.
Never seen it.
Classic Bill Murray, man.
I'm going to have to watch that. So the other one that I saw was Christmas with the Cranks. And I've always decided I didn't want to watch it because it seemed stupid.
No, it looks terrible.
Have you seen it?
It looked terrible when it came out.
Have you seen it?
No, I never watched it.
It's pretty bad.
I think I did catch parts of it.
It's one of those movies that you just got to keep watching because you want to see what happens.
Well, yeah, it's like that Ben Affleck Christmas movie I told you about.
Oh, okay.
That was terrible, but I kept watching it.
So, I mean, I was watching Christmas with the Cranks, and it's like one of those movies. It's like it wants to be a National Lampoon, but it's just not National Lampoon. Speaking of National Lampoon, though, I watched that as well. That's a classic.
That is a classic Christmas movie.
That's a great movie.
Okay.
It's so dumb that it's so good.
We're talking about National
Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's just...
It's actually really good. I don't know why you would even say it's dumb.
I feel like the slapstick aspect of it...
There's a little bit of slapstick, but most of it's not, right?
I feel like most of it... I mean, the whole movie's just...
Well, I mean, the tree sliding down the hill.
The cat fucking burned the...
Nah,
to
there's
oblivion.
all the little jabs at each other throughout the whole movie.
Yeah.
You know, that's all. There's none of that slapstick. That's all like little fucking insult humor. I don't know what it would be, but it's humor that's not slapstick humor.
That's a great movie that I watched, and then Just Friends. I watched that.
That is a Christmas movie,
and it's a great one. It's underrated. I feel like.
You think so?
Christmas Day, I watched Home Alone 2, which I feel like is the better of the Home Alones. And Jingle All the Way. I loved it. I love Jingle All the Way. We've talked about it. I want to watch that movie. I want to devote a whole episode to it. That's what we should have done.
Have devoted a whole episode to Jingle All the Way.
I want to just devote a whole episode.
We have talked about Jingle All the Way more than once on this fucking podcast.
It's a great movie.
I mean, it's just our love for 90s.
Sinbad at his best.
90s comedians is our they're the patron saints of the podcast.
I watched another movie.
What's that?
That Katie actually hated.
Yeah, but did you like it?
No, I fell asleep through it. Red Christmas. Have you seen it?
No, which one's that?
So Red Christmas is an Australian film.
Sounds terrible already. You want to know why?
Why? Yeah, tell me.
Because I saw the movie Australia.
Nicole
Kidman and Hugh Jackman.
Never seen it.
Just want to talk about walkabouts. Just having a walkabout. That's an Australian term of just wandering out. It's like you're Jim Morrison, wander until you find peyote in the desert type of thing.
A walkabout.
A walkabout. No, fuck that movie,
like
dude.
You need a walkabout.
Dude, fucking... I remember it was so bad. The movie was so bad, and it was playing in my break room, and this coworker was like...
How long are your breaks, man?
Oh, dude, I was watching it. Well, it was just like one of those movies. It was like on HBO, and somebody had the code for HBO, you know, because it's supposed to be blocked in our break room. But, you know, somebody had the code, and so it just kept on coming on. Like, you know how HBO will show the same movies sometimes? And so I saw the movie at different parts, different times. But, like, this coworker was just like, what is the name of this movie? And I was just like, oh, it's fucking stupid.
So Australia on IMDb 6.6 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes, 55%.
Really? It's
Roger
that high?
Ebert, 3 out of 4. So it's not that bad, dude.
Dude, it was pretty bad. I don't have to side with the critics, man. Yeah, I mean, have you seen some of their hit and misses on these fucking Rotten Tomato scores? They're pretty bad sometimes.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, you know, I feel like sometimes they have an agenda to push, and they, you know, hype a certain movie up and then, you know, push certain movies down based on their little agenda. I don't know, man.
So
I used to side more with Rotten Tomatoes, but
so based on Rotten Tomatoes, 64% liked Home Alone, 28% liked Home Alone 2. So
more than the other?
Everybody likes the first one better. I don't believe that score.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. There's a lot more slapstick and hijink shit in Home Alone 2. You know, because, you know, that kid... Well, no, there's some heartwarming moments. But there's something about that first one.
Did you see that Macaulay Culkin came back this holiday season?
What, with the commercial where he's doing all the same stuff
in
the Home Alone house?
He ended up on Jimmy Kimmel, and Did a whole thing. He has
You
his
know
own
what?
website right now,
You know what it is,
bunnyyears.com.
dude? You know what it is? I have a take on that.
Okay.
I think he got tired of clicking on clickbait commercial or advertisements on YouTube and internet articles that kept on showing this one gaunt picture of him where his face is drawn in and he's got like stubble and it says, "What happened to these childhood celebrities? Find out." And they allude to drugs, even though nothing was ever proven with him on drugs. I'm sure he dabbled a little bit in drugs,
I'm sure he
but
still
I don't
does.
think he was a fucking heroin addict, and I don't think he was fucking like. I mean, I think he just liked the fucking Velvet Underground.
Heroin one of the most expensive drugs?
Yeah.
I mean, I think he would be addicted to that.
No, I don't.
It's not like he's
not
smoking
everybody
meth,
gets on
dude.
it. No. Well, yeah, like That's So Raven.
Oh man,
Dude, that guy. Have you seen the videos of him? Like
Lately?
he's walking barefoot in the middle of fucking like Reno or L.A. in some suburb, and this guy
Corey
like,
Brown. If you're not familiar,
Oh, you just need to look up
is it Corey Brown? I'm not sure.
Sounds
It's
right.
not.
I don't know
I think
what
that's
his name
the
is.
brother from That's So Raven. It's not Corey Brown.
I don't know his name, but the sidekick in That's So Raven. If you haven't looked up his shit, him in the restaurants trying to steal shit.
6.6 out of 10 for That's So Raven on Rotten Tomatoes. By the way, Orlando Brown is his name.
Brown.
Look up Orlando Brown.
Check out his rap.
Yeah, check him out. If you haven't looked up Orlando Brown, if you ever watched That's So Raven as a kid, that guy's taking a nosedive. I know some people have taken nosedives. I know some people who made over $100,000 and still have taken nosedives, but nothing like that guy.
Just check out his videos of him alleging sexual activity with Raven on the set and his sound effects.
Oh yeah,
like,
he's like,
oh,
do you mean the
that one. Where he just starts scatting away and oh fuck that, fucking A.
Making sex faces with
Bringing back Hanson's song with the
to talk about how he diddled with Raven Simone.
Oh man, I don't know. How did we get on that?
Christmas movies. He actually was in a Christmas movie though.
What Christmas movie was he?
Oh, dude, I can't remember, but he was
have his
in.
grill yet?
Oh, I know what he was in. He was in Beethoven 2.
What?
Beethoven Christmas.
Oh yeah,
He was in
I never
that.
saw any
So
of those.
we
Those
can bring it full circle.
Oh man,
He was in it.
Where would Beethoven Christmas rate on your top 10 Christmas must-sees?
That's not very high.
Is it even on a top 10?
No.
Oh man.
I just watched that because I was bored. Dude, I got fucking tired of Netflix this Christmas break. Felt like nothing was good on it. I felt like I was tired of it. All the good Christmas movies, they got wise.
Oh, well,
they took them off.
Yeah, no, there were no good Christmas.
No, and that's frustrating when you're working off of just Amazon Fire Stick.
Yeah,
and your parents' fucking cable password, but you're not in the house, so you can't use it. It's not good.
Yeah,
and you're working off of just the Netflix and that. Fuck. Like when I came back to my parents' house for Christmas, I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna watch fucking Jingle All the Way, Home Alone 2." Like I had to fucking watch all of those movies because I was missing them. I had a pact that I was gonna buy them all over the year at the thrift stores. So you see them all the time. Like they're so easy to find. I'm gonna buy them so I don't have to fuck with that next year. I'll have all that to watch. Number one for me has got to be Christmas Vacation. I mean, I have a Griswold Blackhawks jersey that I like to wear for Christmas. It's fitting me a little snug, but I really like wearing it. That's always number one. Santa Claus 1 and 2. I think they rank
2 on the list.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I like it.
Not 3.
I don't like it at that much.
1 and 2.
One's great.
They'll go on the list. But I mean, the Christmas movie I was gonna tell you that I was watching though, Red Christmas.
Yeah.
Australian flick.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's a horror movie.
Oh, it sounds terrible.
Oh man, don't even let me get started on it. I'm going to get started on it. So it's a guy. So it's a movie about an abortion clinic that got blown up in the 80s.
Oh man,
it's blown up.
Terrible premise already.
Oh yeah. One fetus, I guess, was coming out of the mom in full term. like they were just decided to. You cut yourself with a knife. Oh yes. Shit. Oh yes. There's blood.
No, there's no blood. It's not. Oh, there's a little bit of blood.
cut himself live on the podcast.
Oh, man. Dude, I told you, without that locking mechanism, that thing is fucking dangerous.
Well, happy Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Oh, man, I'm leaving it here.
Oh,
No,
I don't want that blood
just
on there.
make me fiddle with it later when I'm here next time.
All right, so this baby that got aborted at full term, I guess during the explosion, he ended up in a bucket, like one of those orange buckets that you get at Home Depot.
Oh, dude, really? Like a cartoon?
Huh?
Like the fucking thing flew out and landed in a bucket?
No, they didn't show it being in the bucket or how it got there. Just the doctor's trying to get out of the hospital and sees the baby in the bucket. So he decides to take it out and he leaves. That's the end of the story there. They flash forward to a family having the holiday party. Family's having a holiday party. Everything's good. Everything's dandy. And then a stranger comes to the door. And he's wearing like a cloak and a hood.
Your son.
He doesn't sound like that. So I'm going to be real here. It's going to sound like I'm talking shit, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Because he was almost because the reason why he was being aborted is he had Down syndrome.
Oh,
You don't laugh.
damn
you
it.
idiot.
Oh
My god. So the guy has Down syndrome, and that's why they were aborting him. So he sounds like he has Down syndrome, and he's wearing a cloak. The movie gets worse, man. So
he's wearing a cloak.
He's wearing a hood. You can't see his face.
Like a Jedi.
So later on in the movie, it comes out that the old lady at the party was the lady who tried to abort him. He wanted to seek revenge and kill her. While he's trying to kill her, he takes off his hood. It looks like a terrible version of the Quasimodo or the Hey You Guys guy from
You're talking about
Goonies.
why can't I think of his name?
I don't know his name.
No.
Kronk?
Clonk. You come live with us, Clonk. I don't know if that's his name.
That sounds just like the kid. You sound just like the kid.
Rocky Road? I don't know, man. That's a little more Scooby-Doo than Clonk or whatever his name is.
The guy ends up killing everybody.
Killing everybody?
He killed everybody.
How is that exacting revenge on the one lady?
Killed everybody. Killed the whole family.
This is just people just trying to chill, trying to have a nice Christmas.
So
fucking
I fell asleep during the movie.
Sling Blade comes along and then wants to kill everybody.
Seriously. Sling Blade. Speaking of Billy Bob Thornton,
I didn't watch it.
Really
watch
good.
It. Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't watch Bad Santa
So getting
or
back
Bad
to
Santa 2.
Getting back to it.
I'm bleeding, dude.
This guy, you are bleeding. I see it. So this guy kills everybody. I fall asleep during the movie, and I wake up, and Katie is pissed. She's like, "Why did you make me watch that movie?" I was like,
so she explained all of this to you.
I went
you
and
fell
watched
asleep.
it on.
Okay. You watched it later.
Clips. So she's like, "Why did you make?" I was like, "I didn't make you watch that movie." She said, "Well, I had to finish it," and I was like, "No, you didn't.
Yeah, you fell asleep. You could have just paused it, or
she could have turned it off. She wanted to see what happens." She was livid that she had to watch Red Christmas because of me. If you guys are looking for a really terrible Christmas movie, maybe you're into that kind of movie. Maybe there seems to be a market for people who like terrible movies. Look at Bird Box. It's fucking huge.
You're gonna say it's terrible?
We'll get to it.
Okay.
But first,
I just wanna give them a little teaser to stay listening to the podcast.
Listening.
You gotta keep listening if you want to know our
but
Bird Box review.
First, the podcast got another gift. Again, I didn't get a gift, but the podcast did.
Oh, cool, man.
So AJ, from AJ in the Morning, Y101, aka my cousin, got us a fruitcake. Because we've been talking about it on the podcast, how we never had one before.
Never had one. This is a first.
This is a first. And I brought a knife to check it out. So it says right here, 6 months matured. Wow, I didn't read that. 6 month matured fruitcake, packed with vine fruits, glace cherries, and almonds.
Ooh.
Baked in Wales, United Kingdom.
Ooh.
World market. Apparently, he told my dad, I wasn't here when he brought it. He told my dad that he wanted to get this for me so bad that he went searching for it everywhere. Apparently, they're hard to find. So,
because I think because nobody wants them, man.
Oh, that sounds nice. Should I just do this for 30 minutes?
No, I don't like it.
All right, so
I like it. I got that and blood in the mix. Just,
we're gonna slice this up.
Can I have a little piece of that napkin to clot this?
Sure, yeah. Sure, buddy.
Just a little corner. Oh, I don't need it that much.
Well, that's also your napkin for the fruitcake.
Okay,
so
well,
don't.
I'm gonna keep this. Oh,
I don't know if I'm gonna cut this like a
I'm gonna
cake.
clot this.
How much do you want?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Well, this is I want a little bit of the topping shit on there,
Yeah, sure.
so I need the full experience, you know.
Full Monty. Oh wow. It smells a lot like a Fig Newton.
Okay.
This is just gonna taste like a Fig Newton. I can tell you that. I am a man of taste. Let that be known.
I don't know what that means.
I have a good palate. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of the top here. It is very dense. The densest cake I've ever had. Actually, it's not the densest. I've been served some dense cakes. Oh yeah, go ahead and grab that with your bloody hand, you son of a bitch.
Well, no, it's a bloody finger,
Ugh.
and it's not everywhere.
You never taken
most
food
of it
safety
is
classes?
clotted. Huh?
You never taken food safety classes? All right, I'm
Oh,
gonna
I
try
did.
this. It's a Fig Newton.
Very much like a Fig Newton,
It's just a Fig Newton. It's a big ass Fig Newton.
but a Fig Newton with almonds.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 I taste those. I don't taste them mature.
Did you get the cherry on top?
No, I did.
All right, man.
All right.
So, thoughts?
It's a Fig Newton. I'm not a fan of Fig
It was
Newtons.
definitely a lot softer than I thought it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I always see these things on movies and cartoons as like a fucking brick.
I don't know how to feel about it.
I did.
I don't know if he bought it for me to like it or just to try it. I don't want to. I don't want to be rude, Albert, but this thing is ripe. I keep eating it though.
Dude, I'd say I dig.
Yeah.
I dig.
I don't know when I would eat it, but I'd eat it.
I probably wouldn't take it to a family event. Hey guys, I brought a fruitcake. I would accept them as gifts though, if that makes any sense. I wouldn't buy them,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't be mad if someone got me one.
They had them at Costco?
Yeah,
Did they look like this?
a little different. They had their shit looked less fresh fruit. It looked more like candied fruit,
Okay. Ooh.
and they had walnuts on it.
Candied fruit's weird.
It looked like candied fruit. I don't know if it was, but I'm pretty sure it was.
Costco during the holidays, dude, lit. Absolutely lit. I don't even know how you work there during the holidays and not spend your whole check. Can you explain that to me? You just not like
I
things?
just don't buy anything. Yeah, man.
Oh my god, they had this.
They had this TV that I was
Oh,
going
I
to
thought we were
buy.
going to say the same thing. I
Oh.
thought we were going to say the same thing. The cheese flight board.
No, you know what? You brought the cheese flight up last episode a month ago.
Okay. Man,
we
that
did
thing-
talk about this.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, dude. I don't know how you don't spend your whole check. Like you're a better man than I. Also, the Popcornopolis. I talked about that.
Did we talk about popcorn?
I don't know, but there was a lady there. She scooped any flavor you wanted
Oh yeah.
and badged that you for you. She just did it. Nice little lady. Got that red velvet. So good, dude. I don't know how you don't. How are you not 500 pounds?
Well, you know, I've considerably gained since I've been employed.
I watched a whole
But,
video last night
you
at
know,
2 a.m.
dude.
Why Costco has the best pizza in the
Dude,
world.
Those Lindor truffle people.
Those are good. Those are good.
Dude.
But you know what?
no.
They sell you dark chocolate. It's not dark chocolate. That is not dark chocolate. It's not bitter enough.
Okay.
It's too sweet for me.
I'm not talking about that. There's different percentages of dark chocolate and what constitutes dark chocolate. There, you can still have a milk ratio in a dark chocolate.
No,
Anyways,
not for me.
no. What I'm saying is, first I'm like, I like the Popcornopolis people. Those fine people leave us bags of it in the break room.
Oh, are they actually employed by Popcornopolis?
Oh, yeah, they're outside salespeople. They're not Costco employees.
Yeah, I know that. Like just
And
like the people
they're
who
not
serve
the CDS people either.
different.
The Lindor truffle people, I think, are our CDS people that normally, do the sampling. But okay, they leave full boxes of those Lindor truffles that are like $9.99 a fucking bag or $11.99, whatever it is.
So
and
you
there's
just have
like
free gifts?
30 of them.
You make
Yeah,
gift-
dude.
make
Like
gift
every year,
boxes?
I just need to fucking take bags and then just load handfuls of all those Lindor truffles and just fucking take
You
all
lucky
that
son
shit,
of a
dude.
bitch. You save so much money on Christmas presents.
Well, I mean, this is just. I mean, you can't just hand people unpackaged Lindor truffles. I mean, you could throw that
shit.
into fucking stocking stuffers. I just threw a bunch of handfuls of Lindor truffles and shit. I also did the World of Chocolate, but I had to buy that one. World of Chocolate.
No, know what that is.
We've discussed World of Chocolate because of that show Baskets. I'm sorry that I belched. I didn't want to do that.
Oh, you did it because of the Fig Newton cake?
I did it because of the Fig Newton cake.
And
the pad thai that we had earlier.
Ooh, so good. So good. So earlier we went to eat at a pad thai restaurant called Pad Thai. This is actually the name of the place, so we're not being racist.
It's pad thai number 7.
Is it?
I think that's what it says.
Bullshit. There's no number.
I think there's a number.
Oh.
But I think it's inconsequential. I think it's just one of those, like, fucking random numbers.
Pad Thai on Shaw and Clovis. If you can make your way to the Central Valley.
Not Shaw and Clovis.
It's Shaw and Clovis.
It's like Shaw and Clovis is...
Shaw in Clovis, you idiot.
Oh, I thought you said Shaw and Clovis.
No.
Man.
I don't know what the cross street is.
Like Willow.
Whatever. So good. But those people don't know what the hell they're doing. They gave Mike and I a burrito of rice.
Dude, they totally knew what they were doing. That was...
Is it...
That was supposed to stay in there and be eaten with the meal. The meal was just supposed to come faster.
Bitch, I've never been served rice with pad thai in my life.
Dude.
And I order a lot of it.
Dude, I think last time I was there, they gave me
It's
a
a
side
rice
of sticky
dish
rice.
or a noodle dish.
No, man.
It's not both.
It's a sticky rice
This
thing
isn't
that they give you.
This isn't a imperial
No,
fucking
man,
feast
it's
at the
like...
food court in the mall.
No, man, this is like a garlic bread at Italian restaurants.
No, it's not. You're not going to tell me that white rice is the equivalent to a basket of chips at a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
I've never had that experience in my
it's just
life.
something you eat with the meal, but they give it to you for free. It's complimentary. Complimentary sticky rice. Yeah, man.
No, I don't believe it.
Was it on the bill?
No, because they fucked up. They gave it to us on accident.
Did they?
Yeah. That's literally what happened.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Because I don't think I got that last time. I just said that for the argument.
I knew you were being a fucking idiot. So, let's get back to it. We like to go on these tangents. Notice how I cut that with a 24 karat gold plated knife, though. I just want you to know that.
Yeah, what is with that knife?
Christmas knife. Bird Box. I want to hear your opinion on it.
Best movie 2018. Hands down.
You're lying.
Oh, I fucking loved it,
Keep
Chewy.
going.
Everything about it.
Uh-huh.
The writing.
Uh-huh.
The cinematography. Actually, the cinematography wasn't that bad. But I don't know, man. It just seems like a movie that I've already seen. Like, I didn't even watch A Quiet Place, which I know it's compared to a lot, but I feel like I've already seen this movie. Like, not even... And also, like, I like a little bit of ambiguity, in movies and, like, well, what was the demon? Like, what was this about? I just don't like how much they didn't explain.
I have too many questions after these movies.
And also the ending, I don't want to give it away. I don't want to spoil it for anybody that hasn't watched it. But, like, the ending just doesn't sit right with me as that being, like, a safe place for them. I won't give it away, but I'm just saying the ending doesn't seem to fix the problem that they have. Like, it just doesn't seem like a solution for the movie to be over. And, I don't know where to go from there.
I honestly don't like movies that leave me wondering too much, because I know in my head it's just a movie. You literally have to say that when you're watching movies.
Yeah.
Just a movie. It doesn't have to make sense. Not everything has to make sense. But in my head, it all needs to make sense.
Okay, so, like, I'm talking about, like, a movie like Inception. Did you watch that?
A long time ago.
Okay, they wonder, like, is he still in the dream or is he not? Because of the top that's spinning and then stops but then continues to spin, and that was his test to know if he was in a dream. Like, that type of thing, I'm okay with. That ambiguity, I'm fine. It just doesn't answer anything, and there's nothing to talk about to answer anything. And I think that's why I didn't like it.
I was a little bit, like, on the fence about it. I was watching it. I didn't have anything bad to say about it when I was watching it. No, I didn't like how simple the demon was. I don't like simplicity like that. Like that Quiet Place, the simplicity of, they'll hear you. Didn't like it. Mm-hmm. It's too simple.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't look at it. It's too simple.
Also, I feel like the people for welfare of people with mental issues should have a few choice words for this movie, because it seems to suggest that if you have any mental issues, you're going to turn into a violent person when everybody's like killing themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it very much was implied that if you had any mental issues, you wouldn't get taken over by this monster. Rather, you would just work for the monster, entity, spirit, whatever it was.
Yeah. There were certain things I liked about it. It's not the worst sci-fi movie I've ever seen.
No, but the cinematography wasn't bad. Just like everybody went ape shit for everybody found out that people did actually worked on audio in movies for that stupid Quiet Place movie. It's always been there. So like they did a great job on this movie with it as well.
Yeah.
But it just after the movie I just wasn't moved at all. I wasn't like, wow. But what I was moved by were the dank ass memes. After you watch that movie, the memes are lit. Like you cannot look at like it's do the Bird Box challenge. Watch the movie, then look up Bird Box memes and try not to laugh. You can't do it.
Yeah,
they're just so good. The internet just keeps winning, dude.
Hey man, we could put a blindfold on you right now and go out driving in your car with the GPS on.
No, I don't have the fancy.
You have GPS on your phone, bro.
I guess, yeah, but it won't tell me any fucking
I think
motion
they used
sensors.
a Garmin in the movie.
What's a Garmin?
That was the original GPS.
Oh, really?
Before it was on everybody's phones.
Notice how it was a Jeep that they were driving in the movie, and the girl, in the beginning, the sister, had a Jeep Grand Wagoneer, and this was the new.
Just product placement.
Just product placement.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not also something that's not new, but. Yeah, it was just it got me to buy a Jeep watching that movie. I ended up buying a new car over the Christmas break. Mike and I were talking about it's pretty big. It's gonna hurt my wallet for about 6 years. That's neither here nor there. Mike and I were talking about shitty car salesmen. Mike was just talking shit on my whole profession about saying that I just
don't like sales in general.
Sleazy. You see the worst salespeople though. You see the people who are trying to sell you water softener.
I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about everybody. Door-to-door salesman, car salesman.
You're talking about the worst salesmen that there are.
Insurance salesman.
I don't know what's wrong with the insurance salesman.
All of them, man. They're all fucking scammers, Chewy. There ain't no such thing as a fair deal.
What about the people?
And they're always coming on top.
What about the people who sell Costco things?
I don't like them either.
The salespeople.
Yeah, man. They're getting everybody into credit card debt. Yeah, you're approved. Which they do get approved, but that's not on them. That's on the banking industry. But it's all just to rack up debt.
I'm waiting for you to just go off the grid, man.
And to get people to pay those minimum payments and get all that interest. And
how far are you from going off the grid?
I've come back a little bit. I was probably further wanting to be off the grid or closer to being off the grid about on and off. It fluctuates. I was going to say about 4 years ago, but there's been other times where I was even closer. But, right now I'm in a good semi-healthy state of mind where I'm not, like, wanting to necessarily, like, leave my shoes behind.
And would you attribute that to the marijuana?
No.
You wouldn't?
I'm actually going to be off of it for, like, a week.
A week, huh?
Yeah.
Go ahead and explain that and explain the...
I'm off 2 days so far.
All right.
That's a good amount for me at this moment.
So you said that there's a new development in the weed situation.
Are we going to skip the Jeep and the sales and all that?
Yeah, fuck it. I bought a car.
Okay. No, I mean, I don't know, man. I like, okay.
All car salespeople suck. I'll leave it at that.
Okay, so the other day when you called me in the morning
yes.
and I didn't answer.
Oh. Yes.
And then you called me later.
Yes.
Was it middle of the day?
Oh, man. You called me at... So when I called Michael...
I called you at like 4.
I only make phone calls, personal phone calls, either at right before work, which would be around 7:30 to 8:30.
Yeah.
And after work.
Yeah.
Sometimes at lunch. I always call Michael and he picks up right away. Doesn't matter what time of the morning it is. I did call him at 6 in the morning and that motherfucker is up. I thought it was odd that you didn't pick up at 8 o'clock.
Oh,
it was very odd to me. And then he calls me back around 11 sounding like death.
Oh.
You pick it up now.
Okay. So, I had this edible around, right? It was this Snickerdoodle. 100 milligram edible. Now, for point of reference, regular dosage is usually 10 milligrams, 20 if you're feeling saucy. And, so I had this 100 milligram fucking edible, right? And I was like, all right, I'll have a third of this. And I ate it. And then I looked and I was like, oh shit, that was more like a half. And I was like, all right, I'll see how this works. Sometimes edibles take anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours even, depending on, metabolism and shit like that. Well, I was just sitting there, and 2 hours went by and I didn't feel a fucking thing. And I was like, God damn it, I got a fucking dud. Or this fucking cookie.
So you decided to eat some more.
I decided to eat the other half.
Classic.
This is around 11:30 that I make this decision. At 11:30 the night before. And so, I'm just watching TV. It's like 1:30 in the morning. I'm like, I should be getting to bed. And I'm like, oh, I feel pretty good. It did kick in. All right. This wasn't a huge loss. Well, I'm just in fucking bed, right? And I hear a fucking crash sound. And I get up out of my bed and I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, no, that was nothing. You're just freaking out. Just go back to sleep. Dude, I love
up. Higher people stories.
Dude, I got up like 4 or 5 fucking times. One time I was already sitting up in bed when I was like aware. And I was in this weird fucking haze of awkwardness in every step. And it just felt like the how like when you get blackout drunk?
Yeah.
And you wonder, how did I walk through all of that? Because I don't remember a thing. It felt like that, but I could remember everything. I was just like walking, trying to find my dog at 3 a.m. and just like, oh shit, is he barking? And he wasn't barking. And then I just decided to go back to sleep. And then at 5 in the morning, I fucking beelined it to the fucking bathroom, threw up, and it was terrible. I threw up, and then I was just sitting there, and I was sitting there in like a meditative pose, and I was fine. But then I started to get up because I was like, all right, you've been sitting here long enough. And then I fucking threw up again. Okay, so, and I had to get...
So, why did you throw up?
Long story, I had to get my turtle to the vet at 7:30 in the morning. So it's 5:30. I'm throwing up still. And I'm like, oh, God, I got to get to Fresno. I got to take my turtle to the vet. My turtle is going to die if I don't take this turtle.
Was it going to die?
Oh, it could have been. I had an issue. I felt really bad, man. That was my fault in the turtle. But,
what happened?
I had a prolapse thing. That's not funny, man. I fucking love that turtle.
What did you do to it?
I didn't. I think it's from neglect. I don't think I was feeding it the right nutrition. Sometimes prolapse can happen from prolonged bad nutrition. Sometimes they have a blockage or something, and they can't go to the bathroom, and shit pops out, bro, and they need to put it back in, and so I needed to go. And so, my dad is no, you can't force it back in, and no, actually, you can use a Q-tip if it's not that bad, and I have done that in the past. That's actually a thing.
Much like Michael, he has a prolapsed anus.
Anyways, fucking, my dad's affected by this government shutdown. He works for the IRS.
Oh yeah,
he's laid off right now. So I was like, you motherfucker, you're not doing anything. I was like, hey, I need a ride. I need a ride to the vet. It was like 7 in the morning. And I just took my turtle in this box, and I just sat in the passenger seat, and I just had my eyes closed, and I was just fucking dying. And we're getting close. It's on Blackstone, and I don't know if you know where that Asia market is on Blackstone that's been closed down, but it's in that same parking lot, and I'm like, pull over by the Asia market because I didn't want to go straight to the place, and I got out of the car to throw up again, and I'm just like throwing up when the view of Blackstone. Whoever's driving at Blackstone at 7:20 in the morning is driving by, and they can see me just leaned over these bushes throwing up, like a lot of throw up, dude. I felt dehydrated as fuck, but somehow all this fluid was in me, and it was all coming out, and. Yeah, so, I fucking, I had to hand my dad the turtle with the box. Turtle Box. That's going to be the name of the next movie, sequel to Bird Box. It's going to be about this high adventure and my turtle in the box. Anyways, yeah, so, I was just there throwing up.
What does your dad think during all of this?
I had food poisoning or something, probably. That's probably what he thought, or that, or I was hungover or something. But, yeah, and yeah, so I got back. I've got my turtle. My turtle's fine. He's just not eating as much. But Yeah, man. So after that, I was just like reassessing stuff, and I'm like, you've been on like a little high binge lately. Like, maybe take it easy. Also, I've been feeling some pains. I'm starting to think that time that my rib cage hurt was from coughing. I've been looking at this more online, and right now I have this like collarbone thing right now that hurts. Like, honestly, when I laugh or I cough or anything where your chest would expand or and also I think I might have a minor hernia. I don't know, man. I really think I laugh right now, but I'm in chronic pain, Chewy. Everywhere. Everything I do just compounds and makes it worse. The weed thing, I just need to take a little break from the weed even, just because I think it created a cough that's breaking my bones from the inside. I don't know, man. I don't know. And that's why I thought maybe an edible would do a better job. I'd lay off the coughing, but that just made me throw up, which exerted more, and that's why I think I have the hernia, the abdominal hernia, and my fucking collarbone and my fucking rib cage is hurting. Not the rib right now, but it's all bad. It's all there, dude.
Well, I hope that you get that fixed. I wasn't to stop it there, but I think we could just keep going.
All right.
So how long are you going to be off?
Just like a couple more days. Hey, man, I also, I got to weigh the risk and values of things, benefits, and,
sure.
Does it make me feel better?
Yes.
Sometimes. Periods of time. Does it give me a little break? Yeah. I don't want to be drinking. I noticed that I stopped drinking as much when I'm smoking.
Yeah.
And
I noticed it's either one or the other for people.
Yeah, and I don't want to, but, drinking has all of its vices, Not that I drink heavily, it's just more of like, it's still not good for your liver. It's still not good for calorie-wise even, too, I mean, I don't know, man. I probably shouldn't be drinking as much as I do. When I do have drinks at the Spokeasy, it turns into a good 5-6, drinks. And, I don't drink throughout the whole week, but... yeah, I should probably, cut it a little bit.
Is that a New Year's resolution?
That's not a New Year's resolution.
Do you have one?
New Year's it's an arbitrary time to start making decisions. You just got to start making decisions. Is it?
Yeah.
How?
It's a start.
It's
literally a start.
Is it a start?
Day 1. We're on day 3 right now.
Hey, man, I'm on day 3. I ain't eating healthy. Oh, you know what? You know what's interesting? It's not even healthy, but I tried today.
What?
The Beyond Burger at Carl's Jr.
Oh, wait, what? They have it?
They have it.
I thought it was only in L.A.
No, it's everywhere. It's national.
No.
Straight up.
Really?
Yeah.
How was it?
It's all right. It wasn't, it's something different to get every now and then.
Cheeseburger with the Beyond
I'm sure
Burger?
You can do a substitution. But honestly, Carl's Jr. is expensive in general.
Yeah.
And the fucking, by itself, it's already like $8.50. I wouldn't get it all the time. I mean, honestly, it just tastes a little...
Here in our town, you got it?
It just tastes a little bit better than a Boca Burger. Like, if you know how to make a Boca Burger right, you're not just putting it in the microwave.
I hate Boca Burgers.
Did you ever grill it and stuff?
Yeah, sure.
Well, okay, it tastes better than that, but it's not, like, much better. It's not like, whoa, I'm fucking fiending for it. It's just something different to get,
I'm ready.
That's
what we should have had today.
Hey, man, it's 24 hours. Well, I already ate one, I'm not going to get another one. I don't want to show up again. The person's still on their shift, and they're like, ooh.
Speaking of, we got a Domino's in our town.
For like the third time in our lifespan?
For the third time in our lifespan, yeah. So they come around just like...
every 10 years.
Every 10 years, yeah. So, But what's funny about this Domino's is that it's where the Little Caesars used to be. Mm-hmm. So that building is just a constant rotating door for pizza chains. But the funny thing is, I asked Michael if he wanted to get some pizza, and he's like, bro, I can't be seen at Domino's again. How many times have you gone?
I've only gone twice, but it's in a short span of time. I was just there on New Year's Eve.
Were you buying a pizza for yourself or for your family?
No, it was for the family, man. I didn't want to do anything because my turtle was sick the night before, and I just I didn't want to, like... I honestly thought my turtle was dying. My turtle was like 16, and
how long do those live though?
They live on average 50 years.
Oh,
So
Pretty young, really young guy.
They live on average 50 years. Some of the box turtles, depending on its breeds, can live up to 80, 100 years old.
I don't know why people just don't get turtles, man. They're just very... unless you're like Michael and prolapse their anus.
No, man.
They're very durable.
They really are, dude, because I honestly, I feel really like a big piece of shit because I wasn't taking care of that turtle like I should have been.
Yeah,
I got too lazy because, like, with those turtles, they get picky on what they eat, and I wasn't varying its diet enough, and it gets fixated on one thing, and I think I was feeding it too many mealworms, and a high-protein diet for those turtles will develop issues like that. Like no fiber, just, it's
like
all
animals,
high
Michael.
protein, and, like, yeah.
So for my turtle, if you feed it too much protein, it starts to pyramid, and what that is the shell actually starts growing upwards.
Yeah, the misformed shells.
Yeah. So we're in the same boat.
Yeah.
Except I take care of mine. Not a piece of shit getting high all the time.
How about you tell me that in 16 years?
True.
How many is that? 4?
4 maybe.
You got another times 4. That's all I remember from math in high school.
I saw this breed of cat.
Like 4 times 4 is all I got up to in high school.
I mean, I believe it. I mean, you can't pass fucking algebra.
No, I did.
What are you trying to pass right now?
Nothing. I'm not in school, man.
Bitch, if you needed a degree, what math did you need?
I would need, I don't know, what were the maths that you take?
Statistics.
I would need statistics. I would take business statistics.
I mean, your life is a statistic. I feel like...
Well, everybody's is technically,
I feel like yours
Chewy.
is more of a statistic.
How, Chewy? Tell me that.
You're a guy.
Yeah?
You don't go to the doctor.
Neither do you.
Yes, I do.
Do you go to the doctor?
Yeah, when I need to.
Last time you go to the doctor?
Last year. I'll probably do it again this year.
Oh, man. You're getting taken in by the industry, Chewy.
You go to the dentist?
You probably go get vaccinations, too.
You don't go to the dentist?
Because they're quacks, too, Chewy. You do some online research. You just swish your mouth with some coconut oil. You're fucking good, dude. Do some oil pulling. Get some charcoal. Hey, they're selling charcoal toothbrushes now, man.
No, charcoal clogs the fucking drain. Beware of charcoal.
No, you're supposed to spit that shit in the trash can, man.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing with the oil pulling. You can't be spitting hella fucking coconut oil down your fucking bathroom sink. Oh, man, Chewy. You're getting taken in. Now the plumbers are in on it with the fucking dentist, and they're fucking taking you. They're fucking. Oh, man, dude. You pay one of those guys to snake it. No, you go to a fucking hardware store. You get your own snake. You do your own shit.
I just use Drano.
Drano doesn't always work.
Oh, it always works.
Oh, man.
You
haven't had the hard problems then, Chewy. I wish Drano fixed all my problems. Drano cocktail. That's the only thing that'll fix all my problems.
That wasn't even funny. That was just bad.
Was it bad?
What were we talking about?
Christmas with the
Cranks. Oh, you're a bad person. Christmas with the Cranks. That's a Christmas with the Cranks thing, man. There.
Everything I say, it actually hurts when I laugh.
Oh, yeah. You should probably go to the doctor, you idiot.
Nah. Dude, I just... Look, here's the thing, Chewy. I'm on a slow decay.
Sure.
You know, I think I made that decision subconsciously when I was like 8. Just gonna slowly decay yourself out, you know. Just no, there were different periods of time where I was like, yeah, go running, go do something, eat a fucking salad or eat some fucking shit.
So now you're on a multi-day Domino's.
No, not multi-day Domino's.
Multi-day Domino's with some Beyond Burgers and a little bit of pad
Have
thai
you ever had
with
pizza
some rice.
Twice in one day?
Oh, of course.
From different locations?
Oh, yeah.
You ever had to tell someone, let's go to the other pizza place because you had been to the other pizza place that they suggested?
Never have I.
Like,
never have I ever.
They already saw me.
I feel like those people don't care, man.
I was there.
When I worked jobs like that, I was oblivious to who you were.
See if I can, but that's coffee. I could see somebody coming in for coffee more than once.
I was oblivious to how many times you've been there.
Nah,
Just give me your money.
I think if you
take the order.
No, man. Look, I don't even go to these pizza places that often. Some of this is a joke, but they know me. They definitely know me when I come in.
Really?
Yeah.
Like why?
I don't know.
They shouldn't.
They shouldn't.
How?
I know that.
No, that means that you. If I know you from
One time,
if I know
they
you,
said, "Why
it's
do you?"
Because you're weird.
I might just be weird.
You might be.
You know, maybe it's because I was calling in the orders because I was.
You have to call in orders, especially at Little Caesars.
They're like half and halves, you know.
Oh, that is weird.
Half and half.
Yeah.
Look, I eat not meat, and other people eat meat, and so sometimes it's like, you know, I mean,
You know damn well that you're not buying pizza for 2 people, Michael.
I am.
I know you're buying pizza for
My
yourself.
grandma likes pizza.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What kind? Doesn't even know.
You want to talk about it? Yeah, it's a deep dish. I get a deep dish,
Oh.
half sausage, half mushroom.
That could be why you're prolapsed your anus. Those deep dish pizzas are nothing
Man,
but
this
grease.
is like telephone in the same conversation. Now you're changing the story, man.
Well, you're
Changing
telling
the
me that
story
your
to
back
fit your
hurts.
agenda, like all these salesmen.
You're telling me your back hurts and you
Oh,
feel like you
everything
ruptured
hurts,
a
Chewy.
lung.
No, not ruptured a lung. I think fractured a rib cage, or fractured other bones, and maybe a hernia.
Hernia is not too far away from a prolapse. It's
No,
another
it's
bulging.
not. It's just another bolt. But you know, I read about how you just push it back in. Oh, that hurts, man.
You should also lose some weight.
But yeah, you know what, Chewy?
I'm sure you read that's the first thing.
I could.
First thing, if you have a hernia, is lose weight. That's what it says.
Dude, I didn't even look up the hernia. You know, for someone who distrusts the medical profession a lot, I do quite a bit of WebMD. I don't know why. I think that's better.
How many times does it tell you that you have cancer?
Oh, never.
Never.
No.
Never.
I have a lot of other chronic issues that it tells me about, but not cancer's not one of them.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't think.
Oh,
Back
what gets
pain.
me is not going to be cancer. What gets me is going to be, oh, maybe that's the best joke of all. Maybe I do end up with cancer, but I would think that I end up with heart disease before I end up with anything else.
So leading cause of death in the United
Heart
States.
disease, maybe some diabetes, maybe some.
See that?
I could also see some kind of embolism thing. You know?
So, I really hope that you get all that fixed. So for 2018, you got nothing. You got no resolution.
No resolutions. I mean, I guess I could say maybe I should start, you know, working out. Maybe I should start doing all that shit. I mean, honestly,
I'll make this.
if I tell myself, I won't keep myself accountable.
I will give you
if I tell listeners,
$1,500
Nah, I don't want to take that much money, man.
if you can get down to 175 by next year.
Oh, that's not gonna
until
happen.
next time.
That's not going to happen.